What's up, baseball fans? So we continue on with our positional rankings for 2020 with today focusing on left field. Just a heads up, I left a few guys off this list like Kyle Schwarber and Ryan Braun because I think they're going to be more of a DH this year, and I also left off Jock Peterson because I think he's going to be in more of a platoon role this year. But with that said, let's get to the list. At number 10, I have Andrew McCutchen. The first left fielder to appear on this list is actually someone that missed a lot of time last season, and that's Andrew McCutchen. Even though he was limited to 59 games, he was still productive, producing a .256 average, 10 homers, 45 RBIs, an .835 OPS, and a solid WRC plus of 120. He was also good on defense, saving 4 runs and putting together a UZR of 2.3, which was much better than most of his time in his career playing in center field. If healthy, he should be a productive player for the Phillies in 2020. At number 9, I have J.D. Davis. Up next, we stay in the NL East with J.D. Davis coming in at the 9 spot. J.D. Davis was quietly one of the better offensive players in 2019, hitting .307 with 22 homers, 57 RBIs, an OPS of .895 that ranked 6th among left fielders, and a WRC plus of 136 that ranked 5th. What holds Davis back, though, is his defense. He had a -11 defensive runs saved, which was 3rd worst among left fielders, and a -4.7 UZR that was 10th worst. Like I said, his offense is solid, but if he can improve the defense, he could easily move up higher on this list. At number 8, I have Marcell Ozuna. And we continue to stay in the NL East with the newest Atlanta Brave, Marcell Ozuna. He was one of the Cardinals' better offensive players last season, hitting .241 with 29 homers that ranked 8th among all left fielders, 89 RBIs, and .870 OPS, and a slightly above average 109 WRC+. He was also one of the better defenders out in left, producing a UZR of 5.7, which ranked 1st among left fielders, along with saving a run. With Josh Donaldson in Minnesota now, Ozuna should provide a much-needed boost to the offense in Atlanta. At number 7, I have David Peralta. Our first non-NL East player shows up on this list, and that's David Peralta. Peralta was quietly having a pretty decent 2019 season until a shoulder injury cut it short to 99 games, where he hit .275 with 12 homers, 57 RBIs, and an OPS of .804. Where he was most valuable, though, was on defense, where he saved 10 runs, which ranked 3rd among left fielders, and a UZR of 6.2 that ranked 2nd. It's a shame Peralta's season ended too soon, especially after 2018 when he hit 30 homers. Overall, if he can bounce back from the shoulder injury, he should still be one of the best left fielders today. At number 6, I have Bryan Reynolds. Bryan Reynolds is a very underrated player and had a solid rookie campaign. He hit .278 with 17 homers, 75 RBIs, and .880 OPS, and a WRC plus of 131 that ranked 10th among all left fielders. His defense could still use a tad bit of work considering he had a -3.8 UZR, but he did save a run defensively. On a Pirates team that's not expected to do much this year, and at only 25 years old, he definitely has the chance to work on the defense, and along with an already solid offense, he could easily be atop this list in the near future. At number 5, I have Tommy Pham. Heading into the top 5 and back out west we go with the Padres' new left fielder, Tommy Pham. With the Rays last year, he was very good, compiling a 3.3 wins above replacement. He hit .273 with 21 homers, 68 RBIs, and .819 OPS, and a WRC plus of 121. He also stole 25 bases, which was 1st among left fielders. On the defensive side, he wasn't anything spectacular, but he got the job done, saving 2 runs along with a UZR of 0.4. Pham will give you solid stats, but he's also a glue type of player, considering he just plays the game hard with a chip on his shoulder. Pham should be a nice upgrade for the Padres. At number 4, I have Brett Gardner. As much as it pains me to say, at number 4, I have Brett Gardner, who in my opinion is very underrated. I know firsthand how good he is, considering he's been an absolute pest to the Red Sox for so many years. It's expected that Gardner will get the majority of playing time in left, with Stanton most likely spending more time DHing. Gardner is as steady as they come, offensively and defensively. Since 2013, he's averaged 146 games played, 16 homers, 57 RBIs, and a .338 on base per season. In 2019, he had arguably his best season to date, hitting .251, but with a career-high 28 homers and a career-high 74 RBIs, along with an .828 OPS and a decent WRC plus of 115. He was also very solid on defense, saving 7 runs defensively, along with a good UZR of 1.3. Even though he's starting to get up there in age, he's still a very solid player and one that I think deserves more attention. At number 3, I have Canha. Into the top 3 we go, and I have Mark Canha in the 3 spot. He actually played more center and right in 2019, but for 2020, he's projected to be the everyday left fielder with Laureano in center and Piscotty and Grossman expected to platoon in right. I don't think some people realize how good Canha was last season, at least offensively. He hit .273 with 26 homers, 58 RBIs, a .396 on-base percentage that ranked 9th in the majors, and a .517 slugging to give him an OPS of .913. He also had a WRC plus of 146, which ranked 9th in the majors. His defense does hold him back slightly, however, considering he had a UZR of -2.1 and -2 defensive runs saved. He's also been a little susceptible to injuries, only averaging 89 games a season dating back to 2015 and missing time last season that limited him to 126 games. If he can improve the defense along with finding a way to stay on the field more, I could definitely see the possibility of him being number 1 on this list one day. At number 2, I have Michael Brantley. At number 2 is someone that I feel like doesn't get mentioned much, most likely considering he's surrounded by guys on an Astros team that get much more attention. Make no mistake though, Brantley is very good, and there's an argument for him being even number 1 on this list. Offensively, Brantley is solid, and in 2019 he hit .311 with 22 homers, 90 RBIs, and .875 OPS, along with a WRC plus of 133 that ranked 4th among left fielders. Defensively, he's also very good, saving 11 runs that ranked 2nd among left fielders, along with a solid UZR of 1.5. A side note, however, is he is coming off the cheating scandal with the Astros, so it'll be interesting to see if that has any effect on the numbers. If not, Brantley will continue to be one of the best left fielders in the game. And at number 1, I have Juan Soto. Coming in at number 1 is a man that essentially replaced Bryce Harper and helped the Nationals win a World Series, Juan Soto. He's not just the best offensive left fielder, he's one of the best hitters in baseball. In 2019, he had .282 with 34 homers, 110 RBIs, and an OPS of .949 that ranked 10th in the majors, along with a WRC plus of 142 that ranked 12th. Defensively, Soto isn't anything special, however, he'll get the job done. In 2019, he neither saved or gave up a run, and he had a slightly below average UZR of -0.7. However, at only 21 years old, Soto is already one of the top players in the game, and it's frightening to think he still has so much more time to improve. So that's my list. Tell me down below in the comments what you think. That's all I got for right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.